What's up, everybody? Um, this is my back workout from February 11th down at Powerhouse Gym. Started out with lat pullovers. I find that it really works the lat. I can get a really good pump and fatigue them a lot more, so that I don't have to lift as heavy weight while I'm doing back for the rest of the time because my lats are already really pre-fatigued. I like to do a lot of warm-up sets on this exercise. So I'll do like 3 warm-up sets, I want to say, just because it is kind of taxing on the shoulders a little bit, especially if you're getting a full range of motion. What I'll typically do is I'll superset the lat pullovers with some wide grip lat pull downs, which you see me do right here. What I like to do is try to focus on opening up my shoulder blades up at the top, and then when I come down, almost trying to squeeze my elbows into my side. Find that I get a really good contraction this way, and ever since I started opening up my shoulders, I get a lot less shoulder pain when I do this movement. I used to keep my shoulder blades pinned through the entire movement, and it ended up agitating my shoulder or my elbow, sometimes even the tendonitis in my right hand, or forearm, that is. So right here, this is still warm up, and then right here's a working set. Doing a superset again of the lat pullovers, which I really like this exercise. It's probably one of my other favorite pieces of equipment down at Powerhouse, other than the vertical leg press or the safety squat bar. I think those are my 2 favorite pieces, just because they don't agitate my back when I do legs. But as far as back equipment, this is probably my favorite piece. Probably the best one that I've used too, which is kind of funny because it's one of the older ones. It's a lot better than the ones I've used at LA or when I was out in Vegas at the Las Vegas Athletic Club. The new ones just feel awkward. And I thought I'd get a different shot of me doing the lat pull downs, so you can kind of see that I like to go forward and really let the shoulder blades open up fully. And yes, it is using a little bit of momentum when I come back down, but I've got really bad shoulder joints, so I got to do what I can do to work around it. And I find that this allows me to lift still decent weight. It's nothing to write home about, but you know what, it brings me to failure, and that's the only thing that matters. Now we moved into doing a vertical row where I try to keep my elbows and arms almost parallel to the floor, to really work the upper back, because that's what I'm focusing on right now, is the width and depth of my upper back. Try to make it like 3D, so when I get on stage it really pops. I think I did 3 or 4 sets of this, 12 to 15 reps. This is the only exercise I didn't end up supersetting with. All the other exercises for the back workout I ended up supersetting, just because I find this one, it really taxes my back and I can't really superset efficiently with it. I'm just trying to force out a couple extra. Then we moved over to kind of like a mid-high pulley, really focusing on trying to keep the elbows kind of out because keeping them really close to the body, you work the thickness, and it's a lot easier. Keeping them kind of flared out, I feel it a lot more in my upper back, and it's a hell of a lot harder. Like I could probably do 220 if I had my elbows tucked in. Doing this, I like top out at 150, and then I supersetted this with kind of a modified shrug. Instead of just trying to shrug my shoulders up, I'm actually trying to shrug them back almost, work more on my posture muscles. I've been doing this on back day and shoulder day. I've been noticing a pretty drastic improvement, one in my posture, and two, and in my back, and I think it has a lot to do with this. And then we switched over to this. It's almost like a wide grip T-bar row. I try to keep my elbows forward and almost make like a straight line as I'm bringing it up, so that when I come up to the top, my elbows are perfectly in line with my arms, so it makes almost like a T. It really hits my back in a way that I've never felt anything else hit it. And I ended up supersetting this with unilateral T-bar rows, which I really enjoy. I do this at other gyms, except I'll do it with dumbbells. Because I like having my hands just slightly angled. I feel that it hits my back a lot better, and it doesn't bother my shoulders, which is always a big plus. All this for 4 sets, like 8 to 15 reps. By this point I was very taxed though, and it was getting pretty hard to lift up the weight. And I finished up with some biceps, since I already had some blood in the biceps. It's almost like a preacher concentration curl. It was the first time I used this machine. I'm probably not going to use it again. I didn't really like the feel of it that much. I only did 2 sets on here because biceps are a pretty small muscle. You don't have to obliterate them. Right after that, I went into some hanging leg raises just to try to work on my pelvic tilt. And then right after this, I did my 25 minutes of cardio, and that was it.